This is one of my favorite sandwiches. You can't beat it.
You got classic Italian flavors. You'll love how this comes together.
These sandwiches are the ultimate flavor bomb, and everybody's gonna love them.
First, we're gonna start off with the chopped cheese sandwich. First step is gonna be toasting our buns over a low heat. I'm gonna use mayo to toast these buns. Now you can use butter. Butter is delicious, toasts up well, but you're already using mayo in the sandwich, so you might as well utilize that ingredient. It toasts up really nicely. It doesn't have the same flavor, but it's pretty neutral flavor, and it'll give you nice, really, really nice browning. So we're just gonna toast over low. I like to toast the buns because this is a pretty gooey sandwich, and having that kind of crispy, crunchy interior adds a little texture and helps keep the sandwich a little more stable. See, that's that nice toast. Can you hear that? Now I'm gonna go on with onions. I've already turned the heat up on this side. We'll start to get a little sear on them, then we'll move them over to the low heat, and then we'll cook the ground beef over that high heat. A little neutral oil. Seasoning your onions with salt not only brings out the flavor of the onions, but helps to pull out a little bit of moisture. The onions have got a little color on them. They're cooked about halfway through. Now we can move them off to the lower heat to finish cooking and get this ground beef searing over high heat. For the chopped cheese, I like to use Certified Angus Beef 75% lean ground beef. It's really nice, juicy, flavorful, and cooks up great on a flat top. We're just gonna spread out this ground beef in a nice even layer onto the high heat. As this browns, I'll season the beef and just let it get that nice sear. This we're gonna keep pretty simple too. I'm just doing a little bit of some coarse salt, do some black pepper, and then a little granulated garlic. Developing a really nice deep sear on your ground beef really brings out the flavor of the ground beef. It tastes beefier, it's got a great texture. Meat's been browning nicely on this first side, so you just let that nice layer of meat brown. Now we'll start getting the onions into that ground beef. Okay, you want to get all that crust that's been developing on the flat top. Right? And chop. Now at this point, I'm actually gonna go ahead and kill my heat because this residual heat from the cast iron flat top will finish cooking the sandwich through. I'm gonna go on with my cheese. I am using American cheese because it is the best melting cheese. It's a little more mild in flavor, but nothing melts as good as American. Chopped cheese. We fold it all together. Okay. And like I said, that residual heat, that's enough to get this cheese melting, the heat from the hamburger. Melting the cheese into your ground beef helps to create the perfect bite, so you get every ounce of flavor in every bite of that sandwich. I'm gonna go mayo into my bun. A little bit more mayo, a little bit of mustard, ketchup, okay, lettuce and tomato, and finally, another quarter of that beef. Again, just get it on there. And there it is, the chopped cheese sandwich. It takes everything you love about a cheeseburger, chops it, and puts it into a hoagie roll. You can't beat it.
Chopped Meatball Hero on the flat top. Let's do it. 75% lean, Certified Angus Beef going on the flat top. 75% lean is perfect for smash burgers, perfect for browning, perfect for a flat top. To get a nice even layer is the key here. Little smashing technique to spread it out. Meatball Hero are fantastic, and I love the flavor with the provolone cheese and the sauce, but we're chopping it up in a chopped version. Why assemble the meatballs when you can have all over browning with ground beef? You'll love how this comes together. All right, we're gonna season up and get this chopped up. Italian seasoning, garlic, onion powder, salt, pepper, that's all it is. A good amount, seasoned on. We'll get that chopped up. So let's flip it over and see what we got. Oh yeah, that's the browning you want. Now that we've got it browned nicely, I'm gonna dial the heat back just a little bit so the sauce and the cheese just melt gently. Takes about 1.5 cups of sauce, so don't be shy. I'm not gonna overly chop this. I kind of like some big chunks in there. They're a little reminiscent of a meatball itself. And now we can start laying the cheese on. I'm gonna go ahead and turn the heat off and just let that melt gently, and then we'll start chopping it up. Let's make sure that cheese gets evenly distributed. That's what I'm looking for now. Let's put it together. Oh, yeah, that's the flavors. Look at that. Yes, that's the chopped Meatball Hero. This meal is perfect for a weeknight. So fast and easy. My boys love Meatball Heroes, and they love this sando. Come on now. That's what's great, is working with the cheese pool. Classic Italian flavors of a meatball. The Italian seasoning, the garlic powder, of course, the marinara sauce, the star ingredient, Certified Angus Beef. The only beef certified for flavor.
I'm doing Bulgogi Hoagies with Certified Angus Beef shaved steak on the flat top. So I have here already some grated ginger and garlic and a kiwi, which is really important for Bulgogi. You could either use an Asian pear or a kiwi because it has a certain enzyme in it that's going to help tenderize the meat. So I'm gonna go in with two teaspoons of sesame oil, delicious and toasty, and then a little soy sauce. So 2 tablespoons about, and then a little sweetness brown sugar. I'll do about a tablespoon. So get this mixed up. If you don't see the shaved steak like this in the retail case, just ask the butcher to shave your favorite Certified Angus Beef roast for you, and that will be perfect. So we're gonna get this marinating. This is about 1.5 pounds. Just massage this beautiful marinade into this beef. Oh my gosh, it smells so good. Let that sit while I toast our hoagie buns. Toasting any bread, all you need is some fat, but my go-to is mayo for this. Okay, so right on to the griddle here. Bulgogi Hoagie is a really fun flavor profile. I love, love, love Asian food. So this is something I would make for my husband and I at home for dinner, and then our kids would probably end up chowing down on it as well. So this is a Wednesday night dinner for me and my family. And look at this, beautiful, beautiful toasted bun. Using beef tallow on your cast irons, on your flat top, this is gonna be something that adds love to the flat top and makes the cooking of this even more seamless. So beef tallow is my go-to versus butter or any kind of other oil. So I'm using a ton of real estate on this flat top, spreading it out to make sure that everything's caramelizing beautifully. It smells incredible. Using the Certified Angus Beef shaved steak is going to give it so much extra flavor and really bold beefiness to this. So this is gonna be dynamite. The richness that Certified Angus Beef brings is so well paired with an Asian flavor profile. The umami of the hearty beef and that salty soy sauce, the toasted sesame oil. This is just a dynamite flavor bomb. I love a Bulgogi beef in any form. Ground beef, shaved steak, you name it. So the beauty in this recipe is this is shaved steak, so it's already super thin. I don't have to do any chopping necessarily, but I am looking for that perfect caramelization. So I'm looking for this really rich caramelized edges, and I don't wanna mess with it too much just yet. So I'm making sure everything has good connection to the flat top, and that super hot sear is gonna give me that caramelization. If you don't have a flat top, you can easily do this in a cast iron pan on your grill. Look at this, oh my gosh, look at this caramelization. We are cooking over here. I can smell the fresh ginger and that garlic. This is beautiful. And once you see this, you guys, this color, this should take about another 2 to 3 minutes, and you're ready to build your sandwiches. Look at this beef. Oh my gosh, it smells really good. This is ready to go. You wanna move it around and griddle it enough to where you don't see any more pink, and you're good to go. Don't be afraid of the crispy bits. It's, in my opinion, one of the best parts. Oh my gosh, it smells incredible. Then I will finish them off with our toppings. I did a quick slaw to go on these Bulgogi Hoagies, and I just used that bag slaw mix you can get at the grocery store, and I made a quick dressing for it. Bam, perfect topping for my Bulgogi Hoagie. And then kimchi. So a little slaw. Beautiful. And then a little kimchi. This is gonna give it a great bite. This is kind of spicy. It's the perfect topping on this Bulgogi Hoagie. And look at the color it adds. Oh my gosh. A little bit of chopped green onion, and these are ready to go. These Bulgogi Hoagies are the ultimate umami flavor bomb. This is gonna make anybody happy.